So we were discussing sentence stress and rhythm, which are suprasegmental features. So when we study when we study stress and how we mark the stress, it is also important for us to know which all are the words that are normally stressed, which all are the words that are not stressed. So there are two types of words, content words and function class words. So content words are the nouns, main verbs, adjectives, adverbs, negatives, question words, two-part verbs or phrasal verbs, etc. With the example, noun like station, mistake, etc. Main verbs like started, making, etc. Adjectives like big, quite, short, etc. Adverbs like early, very, etc. Negatives like can't, don't, etc. Question words like why, who, which, etc. Two-part verbs or phrasal verbs like look after, turned off, etc. These are the words that gives us some information. So in a sentence, when you look, if that particular word is giving an information, then that will be stressed. And if it falls into these categories, it will be stressed. Then the function class words like pronouns, prepositions, conjunctions, articles, auxiliary verbs, etc. are purely grammatical. For example, they, pronouns like they, you, she, etc. Prepositions like for, to, conjunctions like and, or, articles like a and the, be, verbs like is, was, where, auxiliary verbs like will, have, will be, have, has, etc. These are purely grammatical words and these are not stressed. Therefore, when we speak a sentence, the words that carry information are normally stressed and words that are the purely grammatical words are not normally stressed. In the case of rhythm, isochrony is the phenomena of features that occur at regular intervals of time. Stress in English is also isochronous because it occurs in regular intervals of time. Most of the Indian languages are syllable timed because there is a rhythmic movement based on the syllabic quantity. Whereas in the case of English, it is stress timed language. The stress syllables comes at fairly regular intervals and the time intervals between the stress syllables are roughly the same. So when two stress syllables come together, what happens? The speed of the utterance will become slow. If there is two stress syllables and in between and it is separated by an unstressed syllable, what happens? The unstressed syllable will be said very rapidly. With the stressed syllables coming in regular intervals, the utterance has a rhythm. So stress and rhythm is very much important part of suprasegmental features along with pitch and intonation, which we will study later. Now next we will study strong forms and weak forms. We studied this information carrying words like nouns, main verbs, adjectives, adverbs, etc. in the sentences are stressed, and the grammatical words or the function class words like pronouns, articles, prepositions, conjunctions, auxiliaries, etc. are not normally stressed. So when we speak these grammatical words, when we speak, we use their weak forms. Like for example, when these purely grammatical words occurs at the end of a sentence, then it is strong form. But when it is in the middle of the sentence, we shorten it or we use its weak forms. This phenomenon of two or more pronunciation like strong forms, weak forms, etc. are referred to as gradation. For example, I have a pen. So here, have is weakened and reduced to have. Okay, so let us see that in detail. I have a pen. We know that here have comes in between the sentence, right? So have is normally, let's see this, how have is normally written in phonetics. This gets weakened to have or ev or were. Okay, the same way A, article A is normally pronounced as A, but in the weak form it is pronounced as A. Okay, so a weak form is generally distinguished from its strong form either by three reasons, and this is very important, you have to study it. First of all, the difference of the vowel sound. As we see in have and have, there is a difference in the vowel sound. Then next is the dropping of a sound, like his becoming is, dropping of a sound happens. Then thirdly, the reduction of the length of the sounds, like he becoming he. Okay, we shall see that in detail. First of all, let us see articles. We have three articles, a and the, right? So let us write its strong form and weak form. strong form and weak form. A is usually pronounced as A. This is its strong form. And in the weak form, it is A. What we see here, change of the vowels. Okay, change of the vowels. So for short term, for understanding that, let's write change of the vowels as C, dropping of the sounds as change of the vowels as C, dropping of the sounds as D, and then reducing of the length as R, CDR. This is our shortcut, okay? Don't write this in exam. This is for you to understand it. Now next, an. An is usually written like this. But when it is weak form, it is N. What is the thing here? There is the change of the vowel happens, right? So let us put it as C. This is for our understanding, okay? We are putting it as CDR. Now next, D is pronounced as D, long. And in weakened form it is, the vowel form is reduced, the length is reduced. So let us write it as R. It can also be the. D in the sense, if it is a vowel, it is D. If it is a consonant, it is the. Okay. If it is before vowel, then it is D. If it is before a consonant, then it is the. So if it is before a vowel, it is D. So we have the reduction of the sound. If it is before a consonant, it is the. So we have the change of the vowels. Understood? Next we shall see pronouns. Let us see strong form and weak form. So first pronoun that we have is he. He is normally written in strong form as long vowel he. Then here it is in three forms as he, as E and E. So here as in he, what happens? It is the reduction, right? And the other one, it is dropping of the sound. So let us put it as RD. For our understanding, we will put it like that. Next one is him. Her, im. Here it is im. What happens? Dropping of the sound happened. Now his. Her, is. It becomes is. What happens? Dropping of the sound happens. Now next we have she. She it is, and when it is weak form it becomes she. What happens? Reduction of the length of the vowel sound happens. Her becoming her, which is actually her, becoming her or a. So first of all, there is a change in the sound and dropping is also there. Change and dropping is there. Now next, you. You it is actually ya and oo. In weak form it is ya and oo. What happens? Reducing the length of the sounds. Them. Actually written like this, them. Actually written like this, them with a. In weak form it is reduced to them or m. So what do we see here? Change of the vowel sound happens and then dropping is also seen. Now next is V. It is usually written as V, but in the weak form it is V. Reduction of the length happens. Then next is us. It's actually written like this. Here when it is weak form it is S or S. What is there? Change of the vowel also is there and dropping is also there. Change and dropping is there. Then next we have me. Me is usually written as me, and in the weak form it becomes me. What happens here? Reduction in the length of the sound happens. Next we will see auxiliaries. First of all we will see am, which in strong form it is written as am, and in weak form it is written as m and m. What do we see here? change in the vowel sound also we see, and dropping is also seen. Next is R and and what do we see here? Change in the sounds. Is, yeah, strong form we have is, and weak form we have z and s. What do we see here? Dropping. Was, actually written as was, and in weak form it is was. What do we see here? The change in the sound. We are continuing with the auxiliaries. So we had written was. Now next we will write where. Where becoming were. So what do we see here? Change in the sound. Has, actually written like this, has, it becomes has, as, z. So what do you say? Change also we see dropping also we see. Have, it is becoming have, the same way we see change also and dropping also. Now had, which is like had, change also we see, dropping also we see. Can, change we see. Could, becoming cat or d. What do we see here? Change also we see, dropping also we see. Do, as we see in do, what do we see? Change and dropping we see. Does, becoming z and s, change and dropping we see. Must, becoming must, mess. What do we see here? We see here the change also we see, dropping also we see. Now next is shall. Usually it is written shall, but in weak form it is shall or shall. What we see? Change and dropping we see. Should, should, becoming should, change and dropping. Will, what do we see? Dropping. Would, what do we see? Change and dropping. Pronouns like who. Strong form is who and weak form is who and who. What do we see? Change also we see. Reducing the length also we see. Now that, as we say that, normally it is written like this, but in weak form it is that. What happens here? Change of the sound happens. We shall see prepositions. First one is at. The strong form is at and the weak form is at. What do we see here? Change in the sound. Next is for, o and becomes for, change in the sound. From, becoming change in the sound. Of becoming what do we see here? Change also and dropping also. Next is to, To. When it is before the vowel, it is to. When it is before the consonant, it is t. Okay. So to becoming to is like reduction. To becoming t is like changing. Okay. Next we shall study conjunctions. Conjunctions, strong and weak. Conjunctions and. We study it as and in weak form it is and, n and n. So what do we see here? Change in the vowels and dropping. Now next is as. As meaning s. Change in the vowels. But. Bet. Change in the vowels. Then. We see change in the vowels. I hope you understood this. Lastly, we will study juncture, which is indicated by a plus symbol, like addition symbol, which refers to the phenomenon of the pauses in the speech. Okay, the pause that can we make between two words can bring out the differences in meaning. Okay, it does not refer to the transition from one sound to the next within a word, but to the transition from one word to the next. Okay, let us see the examples. We are going to see the examples of juncture. First one is P stalks. Based upon the pause, we can have it as peace talks. Weird, right? Now next is a name. We can, with the pause, we can read it as an aim. Next one is ice cream. With the pause, we can read it as I scream. We can read it as play track. Play track. We can read it as plate rack, based upon the change in the pause. A dress. We can change and read it as address. I hope you understood juncture.